see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. pretty in the sky are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking and singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than we'll know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where trouble melts like a lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow, way up high. The dream that you dare to, why, oh, why can't I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I never knew. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. raindrops like lemon drops high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dream that you dare to, oh why can't well, I see trees of green and red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Well, I see skies of blue and I see clouds of white and the brightness of day. I like the dark and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people passing by. I see friends shaking hands, singing, how do you do? They really say, I love you. I hear babies cry and I watch them go.
Welcome, everyone. I was doing okay until the slideshow came on. So welcome to this service for Martha McCoy, who passed away peacefully in her home last Friday. I'm Catherine, better known as Kathy in the neighborhood. I've had the very good fortune to have lived across the street from Martha and Harold since 1986. And what a wonderful neighborhood it has been, anchored by Harold and Martha for all these years. Okay. A few weeks ago, Martha made up her mind. She said 89 years old was long enough, and that she was done. It seems so, Martha. She called me over and asked me if I would lead her service as I had done for Harold 7+ years ago, and of course I agreed. So everything in this service is exactly what Martha wanted, and I hope, Martha, we get it right. Her strongest request was, and I quote, in caps, keep it short and sweet. So let us begin with Andy singing Amazing Grace, one of Martha's and Harold's favorite songs.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Tis grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. When we've been there 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun, we've no less days to sing God's praise than when we'd first begun. The earth will soon dissolve like snow, the sun forbear to shine, but God who called me here below will be forever mine.
Thank you so much, Andy. And now I wanted to share a few other things that Martha wanted me to be sure to say. Over the last several years, as Martha became more unable to live by herself, Dennis and Barbie, sometimes taking turns, were with her day and night. Martha was very clear that she wanted me to express her eternal gratitude for the care, love, and companionship they provided. And then there is Stephanie, caregiver extraordinaire. For some years, Stephanie was able to meet Martha's increasing care needs with skill and love in a way that Martha always felt comfortable, and a deep friendship developed between them. Because of all this care, Martha was able to do exactly what she wanted most, which was stay in her home until the end. And now, on Martha's request, Andy will sing Old Rugged Cross.
I didn't know Martha, but we apparently had the same song list, which is nice. On a hill far away stood an old rugged cross, the emblem of suffering and shame. And I love that old cross, where the dearest and best for a world of lost sinners was slain. And so I'll cherish the old rugged cross until my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. despised by the world, has a wondrous attraction for me. For the dear Lamb of God left his glory above to bear it to dark Calvary. And so I'll cherish the old rugged cross until my trophies at last I lay down. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. To the old rugged cross I will ever be true. Its shame and reproach gladly bear. Then he'll call me someday to my home far away, where his glory forever I'll share. And so I'll cherish the old rugged cross until my trophies at last I lay down. And I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown. I will cling to the old rugged cross and exchange it someday for a crown.
Thank you again, Andy. That was really beautiful. In my experience of being friends with Martha, there is one word that sums up who she was, and that word is love. Martha was accepting and she loved, and it was always clear that her strongest love and delight was for her family. I'd like now to read It Is Love That Fashions Us by Daphne Rose Kigna. It is love that fashions us into the fullness of our being, not our looks, not our works, not our wants, not our achievements, not our parents, not our status, not our dreams. These are all the fodder and the filler, the navigating fuels of our lives. But it is love, who we loved, how we love, why we love, and that we love, which ultimately shapes us. It is love before all and after all, in the beginning and in the end, that creates us. Today, remembering this, let yourself acknowledge and remember the moments, events, people who bring you even momentarily into a true experience of love, and allow the rest, the inescapable mundaneness of life, like a cloud, very quietly to drift away. That to me is Martha. Before we conclude this short and sweet service, with Jeff, Martha's oldest grandson, and granddaughters Kelly and Carly reading the 23rd Psalm. Martha's family would like to invite you to the internment at Greenmont Cemetery and then for a dessert reception at the Doubletree. In wanting to honor Martha's wishes of short and sweet, the family welcomes you to share any remembrances or Martha stories at the internment or reception. And now Jeff with Carly and Kelly will read the 23rd Psalm. So Jeff, you do the mic.
Let us pray. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Amen.
We love you, Martha. You will always be in our hearts, and may you now rest in peace. Thank you, and please join us at the internment and the reception at the Doubletree. Thank you.
Short and sweet. However, the police aren't quite here yet. They'll be here at about 2:45. So we've got about 20, 30 minutes of gathering time. We'll have an open casket. Still viewing? Yes. Mingle about it with your friends and family. Thank you all so much for coming.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night.